Deebo versus Crabtree. That's interesting. That's not prepared for that one, but
it was Crabtree. Crabtree in 2000. Crabtree had the long arms, and he could when he was in 2012. Crabtree was averaging not quite the 8 yards after the catch that Deebo would get, but at least 6. At least 6.
Yeah.
Crabtree he had the wingspan was nuts. He was like a combination of Ayuk and Deebo. He was like Ayuk's frame with Deebo's athleticism. Not quite Deebo's speed. Crabtree was kind of slow.
Yeah. He was, but he could run a route.
His hands were really good too. Like
very good.
A lot of people couldn't handle Colin Kaepernick's fastball, but Crabtree had no problem with that.
No issues with it. No issues with it.
Even Randy Moss was broke his finger.
He did. Yeah.
I don't think Mario Manningham could handle that.
No way. Nope. Somebody's asking Bosa versus Aldon Smith. We actually did that one.
We did. And we argued both sides. He said Aldon Smith. I ended up saying Bosa and surprising myself.
Yeah. Justin Smith versus DeForest Buckner. That's a good one. It's got to be Buckner, though, right? I'm going Buck. Justin Smith
was really different because Justin Smith was in the back half of his career. DeForest Buckner was in the first half. Man, they're so good. Justin Smith was so good. Justin Smith was so good. God, that's hard. That's a tough one, man. Justin Smith was such a grown man.
Dude.
It's tough to say anyone was better than Justin. I just can't it doesn't I can't say it. I can't. I love
sacrilegious. Can't do it.
Justin Smith was awfully good.
Jimmy Ward, Deshaun Goldson.
Bryant Young or Justin Smith? Bryant Young. People don't remember how freaking good Bryant Young was.
Bryant Young, outside of Haley, is probably the best defensive tackle that I've seen in my time for the 49ers.
The best defensive tackle
best defensive lineman that I've seen, yes.
I'll say the best defensive tackles of that era were him and Warren Sapp. Am I missing someone? It was those two.
It was definitely those two.
It was definitely those
two. Yeah. Bryant Young was different. Ronnie Lott versus Hittner.
Bryant Young was better than Justin Smith. I want to say that Bryant Young was better than Justin Smith and DeForest Buckner.
He's better.
Because I think he was a better run defender than DeForest Buckner and a better pass rusher than Justin Smith.
Yeah, for sure. You got a really good super chat here.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Where are we at? Oh, man. Ihiani Owezike versus Dante Pettis. They played different positions, and Dante says that my obsession with him is getting a little old, so I should lay off. So I'm just going to stop.
Dante said this? Wait, what?
Yeah. Okay, so yesterday someone posted on Twitter a picture of Brandon Ayuk looking like totally jacked. It's like year 2 Brandon Ayuk loading, and I said I tweeted because it was early in the morning. And I don't know, I was being a jerk. I said, now do Pettis. And he found a picture of Pettis looking like Pettis. If on his Instagram, and someone tagged him because people on Twitter are always trying to instigate stuff. So Pettis found it instantly, and he responded. He's like, "Your obsession with me is getting a little old," which was like the mature thing to say. And I felt I was like, he took the high road on me. God, I was like,
don't let him find East Bay Chris, for gosh sakes.
I know. So I said, "You're right, Dante. I'm a jerk. Good luck in New York."
Did East Bay take it and run with it? He had.
Yeah, he was like, it seems like Dante Pettis really likes you now, Grant.
Oh, there's a good one. Brandon Lloyd versus Deebo. I don't know, man. Okay.
Well, Brandon Lloyd he didn't play with a good quarterback, and when he went to Denver, he did have some amazing years under Shanahan. No, or was it McDaniel? I forget.
I want to might have been maybe a little bit of both, because he definitely played with Tebow. I know he played with Tebow.
Yeah, so it was McDaniel.
That was McDaniel. Yeah.
He was like the Odell Beckham before Odell Beckham.
He was a cross between, as far as body control, Odell and Chris Carter.
That's true.
Absolutely amazing body control. Nobody puts together a better highlight film of 6 catches than Brandon Lloyd. I mean,
that's true.
Oh my gosh, some of those catches he
never did anything that mattered. I feel like
No, he did have a couple 1,000-yard seasons, but not with 49ers.
He did. He all of a sudden became really good in Denver. I remember in college, all of a sudden, everyone was clamoring to get them on their fantasy teams. I was like, the same Brandon Lloyd that was like on the 49ers, but maybe it was the quarterback spot.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That was fun, man. I enjoyed that.
That was fun. See, that's why I wasn't trying to tell anyone about the versus battle, because it's good content. It's perfect for July. And we could get that one out anytime. There's more versus to go through. Next week it'll be Hugh McElhaney versus Joe Perry. Finally, we're gonna get to the bottom of that one.
We've been wanting to do it for years, Grant.
Do you think there are like good highlights of Hugh McElhaney? I'd like to know what the dude looked like. Well, how he moved. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame. Joe Perry too. Can we see that or nah? Probably not.
We might want to do this the opposite way, just so you know, because we're getting some good ones in here. Ken Dorsey versus CJ Beathard. And Swain versus
Ken Dorsey.
Versus
hold on.
Ray
Ken
Krabs.
Dorsey actually accomplished something in college.
He did.
CJ Beathard wasn't even good in college.
Garrison Hurst versus Raheem Mostert. That's Garrison Hurst, and it's not even close.
Oh yeah, Garrison Hurst.
Yeah.
It's the question is Garrison Hurst versus Frank Gore. We've talked about that one before.
Yeah.
That's how good. And also, he was only here for 2 years, but Charlie Garner was so good. And then he went to the Raiders and continued to be so good. So good. Little known fact about Charlie Garner. Started out on Eagles as a backup to Ricky Waters.
Yes. Yep.
Hell of a player.
He came over. Yep.
And I think back then he was a scat back. He was little.
He was.
And he was like, can he carry the load? Yes. Hell yes.
He was LaShawn McCoy before LaShawn McCoy was LaShawn McCoy. Identical players. If you go watch him, you'd be like
Garner better.
Oh, I
like Garner better.
Well, I have a place in my heart.
He had more longevity.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Garner was an absolute stud. I love Gardner. Yes.
Super good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ricky Waters, Roger Craig. Ooh.
Roger Craig.
Ricky Waters was really underrated, though.
Ricky Waters was great, but Roger Craig.
Yeah.
Roger Craig. But yeah, no, yeah. Julian Peterson is a forgotten baller. Yeah, he was great.
They had him and Andre Carter. Andre Carter was pretty good, too.
He was. He certainly was.
So,
all right, we're going to have to bring this back next time. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Subscribe to my Twitch and whatnots. Thank you very much. That was a marathon day of streaming. It was a lot of fun. Always look forward to Niners After Dark. Niners in the dusk time. It's so light here right now until about 9 o'clock. I don't know if it's the same way over there.
Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock. Oh, you just got a last one.
Final Merton Hanks, man. Merton Hanks was so great. Sorry. Yeah. Dude, look at his numbers. He'd have like 7 picks a year. Like,
I put him on my all 90s team. My Mount Rushmore of the 90s.